recording. So thought I'd need some little uh what do you call it? Ritual. Anyway, I'm
Like an
sure.
opening
Well, just to
thing or
I guess I don't have my David Lynch hat. It's like I actually I do. It's in the bag. There we go. But yeah, it's just to uh like to physically change your mind
hmm
or your state of mind.
yeah, it's like putting on a uniform.
Yeah, except I haven't done that in so long.
Me neither, actually. Well, one could argue my job has a uniform. We got all
Or at
our
least
PPE, hard hat, and
dress code anyway.
you know, smock, hairnet, safety glasses, hard hat.
But yeah, I guess to catch up, I know it's been a couple of weeks, but maybe even more than that. Like, did we do something else after the cop episodes? Anyway, it doesn't.
My
I was
notes are kind of out of order
I was
because
gonna bring up a show I forgot about. It's a cartoon, but it's a Salmon Max Freelance Police. So
okay, never
j-
heard of it.
I could have sworn I brought it up before, but it's not a long show. I think it only ran for 1 or 2 seasons. You can probably find it on YouTube. But
Mm,
just the whole premise is beautiful. It's like
okay,
this dog and a crazy ass bunny go around, researching or detective work, and they're freelance police. So they have like no jurisdiction at all, other than that they have the balls to do
okay.
it.
That is constitutionally problematic.
Sure. But I think they got a couple of video games. Adventure games are probably where they're
Mm.
more well known at. So if you can watch some let's plays of them. They're
Oh yeah,
good.
okay.
But
We did
yeah,
do one after the after cop. We did biographies
okay.
or biopics. Yeah.
But yeah, I guess another thing to tie up. I think it was The Exorcist. You talked about some actress getting whipped through a wall or something. Or
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
was that The Exorcist?
Probably yeah. There's the woman who plays the mom. I'm blanking on the actor's name, but um, there's a scene where she gets like thrown across a room, and they use like a harness
Hmm.
with a cable to yank her, and she yeah she was complaining about they're yanking me too hard, and the director
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, oh, give it to her even harder this time, and then they fucked up her back, which I think was like a lifelong injury that she had.
So
So
similar. Well, I guess it's not really that similar, but I guess in Scanners. So the head explosion scene, like
yeah, the iconic one. Yeah.
they used a shotgun for it,
hmm
and I think um like Michael Ironside, they wanted him in the shot. And he said, great, where's my $1 million life insurance policy?
yeah, no shit.
So yeah, if you do stunts, get life insurance, or just yeah, you don't.
Yeah,
I guess they don't do that much anymore.
I'm sure there's some kind of, I'm sure that like the studio is probably insured in some way too. um but
Yeah, I know that
yeah, I
that
didn't know
was
they
kind
used
of
a shotgun.
back in the cowboy Hollywood
hmm
filming days. But
yeah.
anyway, I thought That was smart of Ironside.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a pretty reasonable request.
Yeah, and it also, kind of what pumps the brakes on some of those jock
Hmm.
mentality, fucking testosterone fueled bravado machoism or
Yeah,
toxic masculinity, I guess. But
yeah.
yeah, I guess as far as side discussions, that's all I have intended. It's like I'm sure more will pop up as we go along.
I don't think I have uh, anything to add from any of the other discussions right now.
Okay.
Uh,
So I guess we could start off just by defining body horror because I found it seems like they like to add that to a lot of movies, and I'm
yeah,
kind of like,
I noticed that.
is that body horror?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
noticed that too. Because it like by the criteria that Google seems to use,
Mhm.
like any slasher movie is now a body horror movie because
Yeah.
bad things happening to the human body. Well, no, that would make war movies body horror. Like
Well, they
that's
kind of can
not.
be like
I mean,
they,
well, yeah, you could mix that genre,
but yeah, that's more
but
like torture and
yeah, like torture porn, I don't consider
right.
body horror.
Me neither.
Um, it's got to be like the having a body is part of the horrific experience. Like, like that reminder that we're just bags of meat, but not in a necessarily violent way, but like
Yep.
it starts to deteriorate and fall apart or twist somehow and become something,
Yeah.
horrific.
Yeah.
It's got to
You.
be something like that.
Yeah. Usually, it's just like it goes like it has its own agenda. Like it's got a mind
Yeah,
of its own.
like your body's being hijacked and,
Yeah, that too.
you know, or uh, reminding us that we're susceptible to disease and rot and, all that.
And that we really don't know what's going on. Like we're
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
thrust into reality. Like, oh hey,
Um,
okay. Let's
there was
here we
one
go.
that I saw on pretty much every list that I
Yep.
do kind of, I don't consider it body horror exactly, but I totally get why it's on those lists
Okay.
because and that would be one of my honorable mentions, which I've also talked about when we talked about the witch movies, and that's Autopsy of Jane Doe.
Oh, I actually watched that.
Oh, did you? Okay.
And I think that's why I wanted to bring this up. And I was like, oh, like that's not really
Yeah.
body horror.
Not really, no. But I can see why you could kind of make an argument for it.
But yeah, I was thinking because then you would have to put in like Carnival of Souls and like
Hmm.
just being like trapped in a body and not being in control of your body.
Hmm.
Like, yeah, I can see that's kind of
And
body
things are
horror.
being done to the body, like
Right.
medical things, not torture, but like medical procedures that focus
Yeah.
on the fact that it's a body. But I think what does it for me that I can't say it's the same as traditional body horror is it's all happening to the antagonist. Like
Huh.
the the things that are happening to the body are not happening to the protagonist. And so the horror is more like
Well, that
what's happening
there
to
is
them as a
the
result of what they're doing to this
there is the revenge part of it. Yeah, it gets flipped
Yeah.
or mirrored, however that works.
Yeah, like she's definitely the antagonist, but I don't consider her a villain, really.
Um,
She's not justified in what she does to the two characters, but she also kind of, is she even aware, or is she just pure rage at that point?
Yeah.
And anyone that comes near her
Yeah, it kind
is
of
like,
reminds
she's
me
more of a
of
force of nature.
like Jason and the Argonauts with his
Hmm.
wife, Medea.
It's
Oh.
been a while since I watched that movie.
Well, I mean, oh, okay. I guess, yeah. Damn it. It's like, I hate it when I try to explain something and I reach for something more obscure.
Oh yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah. I
It's like,
mean,
go the other way.
I am familiar with Jason and the Argonauts. I remember
So
a lot of parts
his,
of it.
like, he married her and to escape
Hmm.
some king. And then, like, once they got out of Dodge, he just, like, you know, left her. And so she's
Okay.
stuck with these two kids and she murders them out of spite.
Oh, I mean, that's a lot more of a conscious act, I think, than Jane Doe.
Yeah, yeah, that's interesting. You got that. I guess that didn't cross my mind. I didn't really think about the spiritual elements of it too much, like how it would work.
Yeah.
It's like I was
Well,
just,
I don't know. I think it's because I mean, that's one of my favorite, lesser known horror movies,
mm,
and uh, I just feel so bad for her that
mm.
for what happened to her.
Well,
You know.
I think the moment you realize she's
Hmm.
alive, you're kind of like, oh shit, that sucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
Um,
kind of leads me to one of my honorable mentions,
mhm.
just for the premise of it, but that would be Tusk. It's like,
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen
Yeah,
it, but just,
I've seen it. Yeah.
yeah, it's like starting out with the movie, you really hate Justin Long.
Yeah, you do.
And then at the end of
Yeah.
it, you're just kind of like, well, damn. I didn't really hate him that much.
Yeah.
Like, that shit's would, wow.
Yeah. Like if they make him hateable, but not like, I mean, he's not like an SS officer. He's not
Right.
like evil, is he? Well, he
Well,
kind
I
of,
mean,
he's pretty immoral, but he's not.
well, the bad guy of that movie is just insane.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Completely nuts. It's similar to Human Centipede, I guess.
been a long
Uh,
time.
yeah. Um, the
But yeah, it's like the Saw movies. I wouldn't think as body horror.
I wouldn't either. Um, but Tusk, I do think is body horror
Mm,
because it's about being changed into something, not just being hurt.
right.
You
And
know?
it's like irreversible. uh,
Yeah.
I did have a couple pothead ideas. It's like I would love to get high with Kevin Smith and talk about a sequel to Tusk 2. Because
Yeah.
I actually have a Tusk 2 and a Tusk 3. But
Like a premise.
yeah, I actually uploaded a little AI generated video on one of my other channels.
Mm,
It's I think it's hilarious, but it's like Tuscan love. So I guess there's different directions you could go. But
mm,
it's like so this nurse falls in love with the walrus and then they have like this whole montage and at the end of the movie it's like fuck, I forgot so much of this idea, but I got it written down somewhere. But at the
mm.
end of it, it's like a surprise reveal. Like she gets turned into a walrus too.
Okay.
And then the third one would be like Minions or a cartoon movie with like the whole planet is taken over by walrus people, and it could just be. So yeah,
Okay.
Lots of
You're a weird dude, you know that? I mean that as a compliment. Total compliment. Like, that's some weird shit. I like it.
yeah. Okay.
But it's coming from a movie that is made and that you can watch that is pretty fucking weird already.
Yeah, it
But
is. Well, I mean, it's like a pothead movie, so I mean,
yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
I guess the whole point of that is just to get high with Kevin Smith. So I think that would be fun.
yeah. Now I'm thinking about what celebrity would I want to get high with?
Huh.
Hmm. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be based around some joint project to work on, like to kind of
Yeah.
fuel your. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
Maybe I'm
just
just
picturing
a
just sitting around in my
maybe I'm
living room.
maybe I'm just a workaholic.
Yeah, maybe. Well, if it's like creative stuff,
Well,
it's
yeah, then
it's
it's
not a
not
bad
even
thing.
work at all. So,
Yeah,
but
it can be.
well,
Like as a
there is
as a writer, it's
a
definitely
lot
work.
to do. Yeah,
Yeah, but
but yeah,
okay,
I don't
that's
know.
a good honorable mention. That's a good fits the criteria well, I think.
But yeah, and I think it's underappreciated too. Like
Hmm.
it's one of those movies that like is legit terrifying, and I don't think Kevin Smith gets credit enough for that.
Yeah,
It's like I think
it's interesting because
well, I think a
we're
lot of
seeing that.
people are turned off by the pothead jokes in it,
Yeah, I get
pothead
that. It's
humor.
very is irreverent the right word? It's a very strange. And then the random fucking um, Johnny Depp showing up as
Yeah,
the detective, and
well, that's
I wouldn't
because
mind
their kids
a
go to
movie just
school
about
together.
him.
So,
Right? Yeah. Um,
but yeah, I think
but
that's
it's interesting that you consider that such a frightening movie because I didn't really find it that. I think because it's so like off kilter with the humor and all that, I didn't really find it that upsetting or scary.
I
It's
guess
upsetting,
I just put
but
myself in his shoes because it
yeah,
it surprised me. Like I wasn't expecting that. I guess I
yeah,
appreciate a movie like Midsummer where you
hmm
just like don't feel any empathy at all for any of the people who die, and it's like you don't even go down that path.
yeah.
It's not an option.
Well, what I found about scary about Midsummer is similar to what I was going to bring up. A Kevin Smith movie that I do find very scary is the idea of a cult and the idea of in Midsummer. It's she's this vulnerable person. You're witnessing
Hmm.
how she gets recruited through the
Yeah,
whole movie, and that I find deeply upsetting. But
I guess I'm in there with
Kevin
the cult.
Smith,
It's like I kind of agree with that, dying young while you're, still of, dying at 75. Like, yeah, I agree with that. But maybe we'll
okay.
see when I get
I
75.
was going to say, in 30 years, I'm going to revisit this conversation with you and see if you still think that. Maybe I won't revisit the conversation actually, because I don't want you being like, you know
All
what, I
right.
do still agree. Yeah, I don't want that to happen. Um,
No, I
but
got
yeah, Kevin Smith has another movie called Red State. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I've been meaning to watch that, but I've
Yeah, that
seen
one.
seen the guy. I guess he's the crazy guy who, the walrus
Mm,
Philiac.
yeah, I can't think of that. He's one of those actors that you every time you see him, you're like, oh, it's that guy. He's a that guy. uh,
Yeah.
Character actor type, and I don't know what his name is though.
But
But
he's fantastic. He's fucking
he is
he's
he is very
terrifying.
menacing. Yeah. Um, but yeah, check out Red State. That's one that, especially given how I grew up
Hmm. Oh,
and some of the, uh, it's called Red State for a reason. We'll put it that way. Um,
it's like we both grew up in red states.
yeah, but definitely not body horror.
Okay,
It's like cult horror, I guess.
but yeah, I guess because yeah, I'm like with this honorable mention, it's like I'm not sure if it is body horror. I guess it kind of is on paper. It's called Trouble Every Day.
Okay,
Um,
I don't know that one.
well, it's on the Criterion channel, so I watched it.
Hmm.
So.
Okay.
But as far as like I guess maybe because it's not spoken about. Like I think there's this drug that they come up with that is kind of like a seductive charm. Um,
Okay.
like it,
Like an aphrodisiac.
yeah, but it also like maybe hypnotizes you. Like they don't
Okay.
explain any of it, which is good because it
Hmm.
leaves it to your imagination. But it's like I guess this woman, she's like eating, or they like eat, turn into cannibals.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's like it was a lot of people with blood all over them, and I was kind of
Yeah, I saw
disappointed.
that on the Google Images.
Yeah,
It's
because
it's a provocative image.
it is, and I totally have
You
like
know.
a blood vampire fetish.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it's a lot of red on white. It looks like from the
well,
imagery
it's
that I saw.
beautifully shot, and it
Hmm.
reminded me a lot of Under the Skin.
Okay. All right. One of my favorite movies.
But yeah, it didn't strike me as body horror, at least not
Yeah.
in the traditional sense.
Under the Skin, I saw on a lot of lists too. And no, it's not. I don't think it's cosmic horror. It's not body horror though, although it has some strong body horror elements. Uh,
Yeah, I think the mind control part of it
hmm.
is what links that.
Yeah.
Because I
Mm.
guess you've seen a few of the episodes of what is it called? Such a stupid name, but Last of Us.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I've seen the first season. I haven't seen the second.
oh okay. I guess I stopped after a few episodes, but I've played the video game, so I know the
Hmm.
story where it's going.
Yeah.
But I guess you know that it's based off of like cordyceps mushrooms,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
like they mind control ants to,
Hmm.
or the fungus like hijacks ants to like
Yeah.
track the spores everywhere. But
Yeah. I mean that element consider it could be considered body horror, but in that way, so can just any zombie movie.
yeah. Okay.
But it's a good adaptation. I don't know how many episodes you saw, but um,
um
the the third episode I think is one of the best episodes ever put to television of any show. I think it's just incredible.
I think if that was the one I checked out on because I was like, they're not gonna top this. It's like
Yeah,
I've
yeah, I get
seen
that.
the
Yeah,
I've seen the rest of it and it's kind of garbage.
I
Uh,
wouldn't say it's garbage. I think it's a really solid show, but
Well,
after that
I meant
episode is kind of
the
like,
video game. So, but
uh,
it's like I know
yeah,
people really loved it, and
hmm,
I guess I feel like they like for some reason, like when they started out, like they wanted it to be like hard sci-fi, like based in reality a little bit,
Yeah,
and they just kind of forgot about that at some point, and it
yeah,
just goes, you know, off the rails, I
like
guess.
into yeah. Hmm.
But I guess there's only a limit to what one person can know if you're writing everything yourself without, you know,
Yeah,
um, tapping into different knowledge veins of knowledge.
yeah. You're always going to have inaccuracies. It's entertainment. I mean,
Yeah,
you
that
know,
too. That too. And
especially if you're going for hard sci-fi or like hard historical realism, you're
yeah,
not gonna be perfect. You're not gonna make it to, but you can strive for that.
yeah. I would think with deadlines too. You're probably
Hmm.
under a deadline, so there just comes a point where you're just gonna have to, okay, pushing it out the door.
Yeah. Yeah, and as long as you're striving for that through the whole thing, I think for the most part you'll create something pretty accurate to a possible reality. But um because general audiences aren't going to be experts in whatever that topic is.
I think,
And
yeah. And then they argue about it.
unfortunately now,
It's
yeah, the problem now is that both Twitter and Neil deGrasse Tyson exist at the same time. So there's always that dickhead who's like, technically the stars on that date would have. Fuck off. Fuck off already. God, that fucking guy. Anyway, I mostly like Neil deGrasse Tyson, but man, there's going back to that. What celebrity would I want to smoke weed with? That's one of the least, like,
I wonder
God, I
if
can't
he's
imagine.
ever
It's be
smoked.
so insufferable.
I
I'm
mean,
sure he
it
has. I
it
feel like
oh,
he's definitely smoked weed before.
hmm. Yeah, I don't know.
But
I think my
yeah,
my
I
brother
just
idolizes him. So
well, I mean, there are worse people to idolize,
true.
far worse. And I think that Neil deGrasse Tyson had his moment where he was a very good like science communicator, but he did enough interviews and enough like he's done enough stuff that you start to pick up on like this guy's kind of irritating. Like
Well, I
he would
only
be annoying to try to talk to.
well, it's weird because it's like Google Gemini can translate or transcribe all these podcasts now. So it's like
Right.
with a knowledge based podcast, it's like I'm not
Hmm.
gonna sift through 3 hours. I'm gonna let Google translate it and then just, look through the highlights of what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Anyway, you got any more honorable mentions?
I don't even know. It's like this list is a bit all over the place. I guess there's kind of a category of yeah, I guess Toxic Avenger type movies.
Okay.
It's like, would you consider that body horror?
I'm not sure I even consider that horror.
I guess
Um,
it is
they're more
comedy.
like superhero movies,
Huh. Okay.
aren't they? I mean, I
Yeah.
saw the original like when I was a teenager, and I'm vaguely aware culturally of what it is. So I'm not the best judge on that, I guess.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I agree. It's like, well, I don't know. I guess that's where the lines were blurred. It's
Mm.
like, anyway.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe like a superhero movie with body horror elements in it.
well, it's like the main character, gets transformed by
Hmm.
mutant goo. I guess that
Right.
was a kind of Superman like idea, except it goes horribly wrong.
Right.
But yeah, I guess because this other movie I was thinking about, Tetsuo Iron Man, it's
Right.
kind of like the cyborg equivalent of a toxic event. Well, I guess he's not a hero. It's like he just, and honestly, it's not really a movie with much of a plot. It's just kind of a special
Yeah.
effects showcase.
Yeah. I vaguely remember that one too. Like that's another one kind of like the Toxic Avenger. Like I'm culturally aware of it. I know I saw it at
Yeah,
some point, probably with you when
it
we were
was.
kids, but
Well, there was
yeah.
like an hour-long music video, kind of like an industrial music
Mm,
video. But
yeah, I think I remember that too. Like or I remember that being a thing or something.
but
But
yeah, I don't know if it'd be body horror or not. But let's see. I guess as far as honorable mentions, um, American Werewolf in, is it Paris or London? I guess there's two of them.
um London.
Okay, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that was the
Um
first one. It's like the werewolf transformation is
yeah.
worth the price of admission.
Yeah, it's the standout of the movie, I guess. It's the selling point, and
Mhm.
I think a lot of people, even if they haven't seen the actual movie, have seen that scene.
Yeah, thanks to
Um,
YouTube, and you can just
yeah,
search for the.
just any kind of like if you're watching like a documentary about special effects or something, I'm sure
Hmm.
you've seen it. Um, which that being said, that's a great. I love that movie. It's one of the ones on my shelf, and obviously I love the transformation scene, but the humor in that movie is a thing
Hmm.
that I don't think it gets enough credit for. That movie's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, it is. And you got Americans, getting shit on by crazy British people.
Hmm.
It's like the
Yeah,
culture clash is fun.
that was also one of those movies that I had caught on television as very young. I don't remember what year it came out, but
I think it's pretty
I
old.
was very young. Yeah, and I caught the scene where his friend is haunting him,
Oh yeah,
like
that
for the
happens a
first
few times.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the first time before he starts rotting and everything, and his throat is ripped out, and he's just sitting there talking to him with his throat ripped out. Right?
Mm.
It's that scene I just caught as a kid, and I remembered it forever until I was much older, and then I actually saw the movie. And the funny thing is, I was always aware of the movie before I saw it. I just didn't know that scene was from that movie. So then when I watched it, I was like, oh, that's this is like a weird childhood memory that I had, just some random shit I saw on TV once, and it's this.
Mm.
Because I could remember even the dialogue in the scene for some reason. It just stood out in my
Huh.
brain.
Yeah, memory's weird like that.
It is, yeah.
Oh, do you have any?
Not really, actually. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, American Werewolf in London, if we consider that a body horror, I would call an honorable mention as well. The Autopsy of Jane Doe was one that is kind of an honorable mention because I can see the argument. Um, Black Swan has some elements of body horror, but
Well, I think that's
I
like
wouldn't consider it.
body image, um,
Yeah, yeah,
anxiety.
it's more of a psychological horror, definitely. Um, yeah, there's a lot of movies that just have elements, but I don't think quite fit.
Yeah.
Um, let's see, Invasion of the Body Snatchers was one that I saw on a lot of lists, and that's one of my favorites. I just never thought of it as body horror,
Hmm.
even though it's about bodies being hijacked and reformed because they got the pods and everything.
Yeah.
But I think I think the reason it doesn't quite fit for me is that the characters don't seem to really be aware when it happens to them, you know? Like they're just replaced. They grow in
Hmm.
a pod, but they don't seem to be experiencing the changes to their bodies. They're just unconscious and then they wake up and they're alien.
Yeah, just replaced entirely.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's almost like it's body horror for everybody else who's witnessing it happen, but not for the person it's happening to.
Hmm.
Um,
Yep, you just get deleted.
yeah. I saw Reanimator on a lot of lists. I don't think that
Yeah,
quite fits either. That's
I
more
was
of a zombie flick.
gonna bring that up, but I guess there's
Yeah.
another one kind of related to Reanimator. I think from a producer or something. It's called Society.
Yeah. Okay. Society. Yeah. That's shit. I forgot all about Society. That could be an honorable mention. I think that's a pretty
Well,
well. Actually, I don't
the
know. I
ending
don't
of
know
it
because it's the bad guys that are.
is it? Because I thought it was like the whole family just gets sucked
Well,
up.
yeah, they're the bad guys.
True, but it's like that's like the whole everybody.
Yeah, but they're also enjoying it. Like it's not body horror to them. It's just
Yeah, they're in ecstasy.
you know.
Huh?
Yeah, but the main character though, like they. Oh, it's been a while since I watched it. They're trying to get him.
To join.
They're essentially trying to rape him
Yeah.
in this weird orgy, right? So yeah, yeah, that is a body horror, I think, because they're trying to do that to him, right?
Hmm.
And it's showcasing all these weird effects and all this weird, body shit that, hmm, yeah. Yeah, that's no, that's a good one. I forgot about that movie. I'm wondering too, one of my favorite horror comedies. Yeah, this is the more I think about
Oh,
it,
okay.
Slither. Have you seen this?
It's been a while. Like I would need to refresh my memory. I have it on the list, but yeah, I haven't seen it
Yeah.
recently.
It's been a while since I watched it too, but the more I think about certain things that happen in that movie, like the main focus is more of a creature features, the little worms, but
That's
what ends up
very
happening to some of the characters is definitely body horror.
hmm,
Like the woman that like blows up and is stuck in place in the barn because she's like,
right.
yeah, and
Yeah.
then everything that happens to Michael Rooker's character. But he gets possessed though, so it's not quite. But then the ending where all the people are like stuck together and yeah, definitely Slither's
Hmm.
probably one of my top honorable mentions. Almost makes it on the list now that I remember it.
Oh, well, I guess that brings me. You reminded me of Uzumaki, and I guess for
Oh yeah,
other animes, Akira is.
yeah. I
But
thought of Akira too. The ending.
there's also a weird one. It's called Midori. I forget the Japanese name of it, but it's about this schoolgirl who joins a circus, and it's like a lot of freak show types are in the
Okay.
carnival. But yeah, a lot of rape and disgusting
Hmm.
stuff going on.
Well, that reminds me another, I guess, honorable mention, mostly because of how it ends.
Hmm.
Um, could be Todd Browning's Freaks from
Hmm.
1930, late 30s, I think.
Yeah,
I
but
can't
that's
remember when that.
I guess just being born with a deformity is
Well, yeah, and that's not the part that I consider body horror, but what happens to, I can't think of the character's name, but the woman who's who tries to fuck over these, you know, sideshow freaks, which I don't even like calling them that. That's mean, but
yeah.
performers, whatever you want to call them.
Hmm.
she tries to fuck him over, and then what they do to her at the end is absolutely body horror. So
Okay, it's been a while. Okay,
yeah,
I think I watched that like 20 years ago. Maybe not
yeah. I
that
used
long,
to have
but
it on DVD, but then the DVD just stopped working.
hmm.
But,
But yeah, I guess Hellraiser kind of fits.
mhm.
And
Yeah, I left it off my list. If it fits, it would be it would be number two, but I don't think it quite fits. Some of the later movies do, I think, but yeah, I think Hellraiser's a one that even if it does fit,
mhm.
I would save for another list. I think it fits other categories better.
Yeah, yeah, I suppose. Hmm. Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was gonna bring these movies up. It's like I just watched one of them. Um, it's called Titan.
I've heard of that. Is that pretty new?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, pretty
was
recent.
2024, I think.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't
it's
know
like
anything about it. I've just seen it, mentioned here and there.
yeah, it's like I'm not sure. I guess it kind of is because I don't know if I want to give anything away. It's like
Yeah, I'll probably watch it at some point, so try
it's
not to spoil anything, but
it's such a crazy movie, and
yeah.
I guess it surprised me. But I guess one of the other surprises is that I had watched that director's first movie. I think it's their first movie. It's called Raw.
Yeah, I know about that one too. I That's another one that is on my radar.
Mhm.
I just
Okay,
haven't watched it.
but
Someday
yeah, it's a
I'll
very
probably get around to it.
very artistic movie. I didn't
Hmm.
think it was scary at the time, but I maybe I missed something. I don't know. It's been a while. I should probably rewatch it. And then I had Begotten on the list, but that's more about like Greek gods or something, so I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Um, okay. But I guess so for my number three, well, I got all these Lovecraft movies
okay.
that yeah, it's like From Beyond, The Void, Color Out of Space, The Thing, and Mandy, which Mandy's not horror,
Mm,
kind of.
well, I
Like
wouldn't
it,
call it body horror. It's definitely horror.
okay.
It's almost a horror action movie in a way.
Yeah, it's like it's a weird one, and I love it.
Yeah, it
Like
is.
it
It
would
is. I
definitely
love
be
it too.
number one on pretty much anything, but it's like I don't think it fits.
Yeah,
I mean, I could kind of make it fit with really goofy logic, but I guess I'd
sure.
rather want to avoid doing that.
I guess we're out of the um
Honorable mentions.
Nick. Well, I was going to say the period where Nicolas Cage had a brief period over
Oh,
the last 10 years where he was doing like these really offbeat, strange horror flicks,
he's still
and he
doing them.
had like, is he okay? Maybe I
I
just
think
haven't been paying
there's
attention.
like there's some I still want to see. I know Longlegs.
Hmm. Oh, is he in that?
I think so.
Oh, I didn't know
And
that.
then there's a
Okay.
couple other ones that I'm forgetting about, but you can just look up Nicolas Cage, and I'm
Yeah.
sure you'll
Yeah,
find
maybe I
three or
will.
four
Yeah.
movies. Yeah, I've been
Hmm.
distracted with the Criterion Channel.
Yeah. All right. Well, so what was your number three?
Um, Yeah, what is my number three? Because damn, I guess all those are honorable mentions since they kind of fit,
Yeah.
but they don't. But I guess for my number three, I'll go with Altered States
Okay.
because I know there's a lot in this movie, and I just love the ideas in it,
Hmm.
and it's just like that primordial essence stuck in your body that you're trying to figure out what the fuck it is, and you
Yeah.
don't really know how to investigate it, and it just turns out to be some crazy shit. the
Yeah.
the path you don't really want to go around. It's like I was gonna rewatch this. I got halfway through and fell asleep.
I love Altered States. One of my all-time favorite movies. That movie just it's just burned into my memories because um well, first, I didn't it's not on my list because I haven't seen it in so long. And I kept thinking like I remember body horror elements to it, but I can't remember enough
Mhm.
to know if I would count it. So I left it
Mm.
off the list. Not that I don't count it, I just can't remember,
Well, I think the whole
enough.
premise, it's like you're jumping into
Yeah.
an isolation tank and you're tapping into some
Hmm.
universal unconscious, and your body just basically you devolve into a
Yeah.
Neanderthal. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's some really goofy
Hmm.
prosthetics where like his bones are. It kind of reminds me
Right. Yeah.
of the American Werewolf.
Hmm. I'm
It's
remembering
like
that now.
I
A lot of the
wouldn't be surprised if they had the same special effects people.
yeah, it was a lot of the imagery that I remember of like the dream sequences and
Oh
the
man,
symbolism and everything.
he must have
Uh,
spent so much money just for capturing little split second.
yeah.
It's like if you pause it and look at it, it's
Hmm.
like mountains of people in an orgy, like just
Yeah.
crazy
Oh yeah.
crazy shit.
Yeah. You mention things and then they come back to me. That was. It's very similar to a story I tell a lot when we have these conversations. I'm wondering if it's almost like every episode I have one of these, but that late night in front of the TV when my parents are asleep,
Mm.
But it wasn't the only thing that makes it a little different than all the other stories like that is I didn't find it on TV. It was actually you remember that cabinet down down to the right
Hmm.
next to the floor, the big one full
Yeah.
of VHS tapes.
Hmm.
It was like way back in there
Huh.
and people. So my father had taped it off of like HBO or something at
Mm.
some point,
Yeah.
and that's how I found it. And
He probably
it's
never
funny,
watched it.
yeah, it's really funny because I remember finding that tape several times and being and just kind of blowing it off because my father was a right wing extremist.
Oh.
And I thought the title, Altered States, was probably just some like
Yeah.
fascist propaganda that he had taped.
That's funny.
And then one night, for some reason, I was just like, I guess I'll see what this shit is. And I put it in, and I was like, this is not what I thought I was. This is not what I thought I was gonna be watching.
Yeah. Well,
So that's my experience of the first time I saw Altered States, and it just like
okay.
seared into my brain
Yeah. And
because I'd never seen anything like that
then you converted
before.
me.
Yeah. Well, did I introduce that movie to you?
Yeah. I forget
Yeah,
how old we were, but yeah,
that makes
it was
sense
one of
because
those. You got to see this.
yeah, yeah, I don't remember doing that, but it makes perfect sense that I would because if I had known you for 1 or 2 years, I would have been like, okay, this dude's gonna like this movie, I think. So,
Well, there's a lot of Christian imagery,
hmm
and I think at that time, it's like when we are like 14, 15.
it's like that edgy blasphemy type,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah,
Well, I guess the director's gone on to interviews, and he's like an outspoken atheist and very
yeah,
critical of church, and
hmm
I guess it's like scarred him.
yeah. You can see religious trauma in the imagery that he uses,
Definitely.
and like that scene, that like nightmare sequence with the Christ figure on the cross, and it's like floating, but it's got the weird
Goat
like
head with
goat head with
7 eyes. Yeah.
shitload of eyes. Yeah, like that's, and then the music that's happening, and it's like really intense and like really overpowering scene. Like, yeah,
Mm.
that's someone who is like tapping into his own religious trauma and trying to make sense of it. And
Yeah.
I felt that as a kid watching it. I could feel like I found that scene so upsetting, but I couldn't understand why. And it's because
Mm.
it was I think it was tapping into that part of the brain that is fucked up from religious trauma.
Well, that's a weird thing because like Christ himself is kind of the antithesis of like the Roman Empire, like going around
Mm-hmm.
crucifying people. It's
Mm-hmm.
like it's changed that image of a cross to be, instead of, you know, well, it's supposed to not instill fear. I don't know how successful
Yeah, yeah. It's
it's
it,
been.
yeah, it's a complicated question, and there's a reason it's complicated because of exactly what you're saying. It used to be this symbol of oppression and everything,
Right.
and now it's a symbol of oppression for different reasons. Uh,
Yeah, I
but
guess maybe we just the cross is supposed to be a scare tactic.
well, I do think it is uh, strange and telling that your main symbol to celebrate your religious figure is the way he was tortured to death. And I get that that's the core of Christianity is that he died for our sins, right? I get that, but the hyper fixation on the means of which he was executed it's a little odd. It's a little strange.
Yeah,
Um,
worth investigating.
yeah,
No
definitely.
clear answers.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah,
yeah, solid pick. If I like I said, if I watch it again and
okay. Well, shit.
remember it, it'd probably be my number two. But it's
Oh,
just been
I
too long,
was
so I left it off the list.
I was gonna say it's on the Criterion channel, but I think it
Yeah.
left yesterday or Halloween. Oh, whoops.
Hmm. All right. Uh, well, we can do my number three,
For
which
it.
is, huh?
Go for it.
Oh, I thought you said wait.
No.
Uh, The
Um.
Fly is my number three. The
Okay.
one with um, Gina Davis and Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, we've talked about that
Um,
a lot before, but
I think yeah, we've talked about it before. It's just one of my, not quite a yearly watch, but I watch it. I rewatch it often enough. Um,
hmm,
yeah, just a fun movie. It's really disturbing and upsetting. Just the idea of,
yeah. And then
of
she gets pregnant.
yep,
So it's a
yep,
double whammy.
yeah,
Uh, although
yeah. It's
the
really,
Fly 2 is like practically the same movie with different
hmm
characters. But or different
I saw
actors?
it once and I remember not really thinking much of it at all, so I don't
It's the same
remember much
same
of it.
movie with maybe
Mm-hmm.
better special effects, or more updated, but yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's. And then after that, I haven't seen any of them. I
Yeah,
think they went into, well,
weird territory.
well, no, just like low budget slop.
Yeah, yeah. Um, but yeah, I like that one. I think it's kind of the quintessential body horror film. You know, it
Maybe.
starts with a pretty awful premise. Not awful as in badly written, but like an awful thing that could happen. And then
Mhm.
you see him just deteriorate throughout the movie, but also get better at certain things, which is weird. You know, like
Yep. Crawling on the ceiling.
his yeah, crawling on the ceiling. You have this just out of nowhere crazy sequence where he's doing gymnastics through the apartment and everything.
Yeah.
Um, and then yeah, the whole element with her getting pregnant with was frankly more horrific than what was happening to him. Because
It
I mean, I'm not going to say he deserved that. Nobody, well,
was
not
an
nobody,
accident,
but
but
it was an
you're
accident.
playing with fire. You're gonna get burned.
Yeah, but it was a very dumb accident because if you remember, like he has a really stupid fight with her and then gets really drunk and starts playing with the machine.
That's
I'm
how
sorry,
things
dude, but
happen.
like, yeah, man, like
Don't drink in your lab.
that was a really bad thing to do. That was very stupid. Um, but all she did was like enter a relationship that she probably shouldn't have. But then her ex is a big part of the movie too.
Yeah.
And you can see that she, not to victim blame, but she doesn't have
Taste.
the best taste in men. Um, but and he's an interesting character too because he is such a fucking sleaze through the whole movie.
Yeah.
But then when he sees how in trouble she is, he he does what needs to be. He does the right thing,
Yeah.
which is surprising because he's so sleazy and so like he's a stalker
Mm.
in the movie. So there's maybe some mixed,
Well,
1980s messaging going on there where it's like
well, I
your
mean,
stalker might end up being a good guy in
that's
the
what I
end, I
love
guess.
about Cronenberg is
Hmm.
he's complicated, or
Yeah,
there's a lot of dimensions to his characters. I
yeah.
think he wrote those.
Um,
Not
but
not
yeah,
100%.
and the abortion sequence was um, handled. I'm not going to say it was handled perfectly, but it was handled better than I would expect from a movie from that era, where the sleazy stalker guy is just like, she's like, I got to get an abortion, and he's like, okay, let's make
Yeah.
sure we get this done, and like he goes, to a certain distance to try to get it done for her, and doesn't really. There's no pushback really. He just
Mm.
does the right thing, which is kind of a whiplash moment because you're like, this guy's a sleazeball through the whole movie. And then when she's like, I need to get an abortion, he's like, okay, let's find you a doctor. Um, but there's also the selfish element of like he doesn't like that she's with another guy. So there is that part of it. But and then yeah, I mean he breaks out the shotgun and tries to save her at the end and gets really fucked up as a result. So
Mm.
yeah, it's spooky.
I guess the
Um,
sun went down.
yeah, it's starting to. Um, but yeah, and then of course you got the tragic ending, uh, where he fuses himself with parts of the machine, and then she has to kill him, and then credits. So yeah, I think it's like I said, kind of the quintessential body horror movie. Like if you were to say define a body horror, I'm like just watch The Fly.
Well, I guess because I was gonna bring up David Cronenberg, and I didn't really have a specific movie of his um elevated above any of the others. But so I have Shivers, The Fly, Shrouds, Crimes of the Future, Videodrome, and then I guess I ran out of steam. So I'm sure
Okay.
there's more. Um, but yeah, I guess he's credited to be the father of body horror. But
Yeah.
there are older
Yeah.
movies. Like I just watched this Japanese movie of the fuck was it called? It was basically this island of tourists or whatever, they get shipwrecked on this strange island and have nothing to eat but mushrooms, and then they turn into mushroom people.
Okay.
So it's pretty hilarious.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
anyway, back to Cronenberg. I think Shivers is um it's like Alien, except the alien is a worm and it makes you horny,
Okay.
and so you go fuck everybody. But yeah, it's one of those that are like trapped in a building. It's not his best, but it is
Yeah.
fun.
I know about Shivers. I've never seen it. I don't. I always got it confused with Slither, actually.
Uh,
Um, and Slither, like I said, is one of my favorite comedies. So,
mhm,
but a lot of times I'll see Shivers, like the cover art or something,
mhm.
and like there's a brief second where I'm like, oh, Slither. Wait, no, that's a different movie.
Hmm.
Um,
I mean,
and
it
I guess
it looks so
sort of
70s.
a sort of a similar. Yeah, maybe that's. I don't know. I haven't seen it, so.
Okay, but I guess moving on. Huh. I guess I could bring up Shrouds since I watched it like a couple weeks ago.
Hmm.
Another one on the Criterion channel. But hmm. It's like this is
Yeah,
a
another one I haven't
weird
seen.
one because the body horror part of it is about like um this guy's wife has cancer and
Hmm.
she's going through treatments, losing body parts, like and then there's sex scenes that are really awkward. Like I guess my my uncle has broken his hip, and it is a very like unimaginable pain. Like
Yeah.
you and the way, okay, I'm not setting this up right. Okay, the scene in the movie is like the couple, they're having sex and
Hmm.
he breaks his wife's hip like while they're having sex. And it's,
That is upsetting.
yeah, but I mean, you don't really, it they didn't sell it. like
Gotcha. Okay.
it just kind of like, oh, you broke my hip. And it's,
Okay. It
and
should have been much more visceral than
well,
that.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if he just didn't think that through or didn't want to focus on it, but it seemed like an odd thing to bring up and an odd way to present it.
Well, the idea is really upsetting and really disturbing,
Well, yeah, just
but
listening.
if it's not presented well, then yeah.
But I mean, the movie itself, I enjoyed. I mean, he's always got um, interesting ideas. But yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. I love
Would you call
Cronenberg.
that your number two,
I just wanted to talk
or is
about
number
it.
two a tie of between all Cronenberg movies?
um, like I was trying to remember Videodrome. It's like I really love that
Hmm.
movie, but I don't remember like body horror aspects of it.
Oh, I thought there was a ton. I've never actually sat down and watched that all the way through, but the clips I've seen look
Mhm.
like classic body horror, like the
Really?
pulling the gun out of the belly or whatever, and then
Oh,
like,
I forgot
and then you
about
have
that.
like his hand turns into like a gun that shoots
Okay. Well, I mean that's
like.
kind of I guess maybe I'm getting that and the Naked Lunch mixed up. It's like I thought that that was
Mm.
kind of a hallucination, but maybe
Oh, I don't know.
maybe I just need to
Well,
rewatch the movie.
yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I don't. Maybe I guess I just need to watch it because I just have this idea in my head of like
Well, I remember that
a very body horror focused movie.
now that you brought it up, but I thought
Uh,
like Videodrome was more like late night television. You find a pirate broadcast station,
mhm.
and it turns out to be like people getting tortured.
Okay.
That's
Hmm.
that's what I remember. So yeah,
Yeah,
need
I
to
should
watch it
get
again.
around to watching that. Yeah, yeah, it's unacceptable that I haven't actually taken the time to watch that.
It's like I'm not sure if that one's on the Criterion channel or not, but it's like a lot of his other
Yeah.
ones are. Because yeah, I know the Brood is on there, but it's like I'm not sure if that's body horror either. Because that's kind of
That's like a monster movie, isn't it? Or more of a monster
hmm.
movie?
Well, it's like to talk about it, you'd have to give away the ending, and I
Gotcha.
kind of don't want to do that. Mm,
Yeah, no spoilers.
okay,
Well, I'm ready with my number two.
okay, go for it.
My number two is From Beyond.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I love that movie. I actually think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I like that one better than Reanimator. Um, I love Reanimator, but
It's okay.
maybe it's because From Beyond is slightly less known
Hmm.
than Reanimator, but it is kind of a companion type. It's such a similar.
Well, they got a lot of the
There's such
same.
similar things.
Wait,
Yeah,
do they have the same characters? I'm getting
same
confused.
cast,
Okay.
or well, not the entirely. It's I think it's got like two people. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs and Barbara Crampton are both in it.
Hmm.
That might be it. There's probably a few other smaller characters that are also in Reanimator, but um,
Was the black guy the guard, or maybe that was a different black guy? Oops.
I don't remember him being in Reanimator.
Probably not.
Um, yeah, I don't think he is. But yeah, no, I like I like From Beyond better. It's not quite as funny. There are, I mean, there's definitely humorous stuff in it.
Yeah,
Um,
I
but
know.
like Reanimator is overtly meant to be funny,
Yeah,
and
or
yeah,
it's got a
and
lot of.
it's also Jeffrey. And Jeffrey Combs is like very kind of dialed down in From Beyond, which I mean, I love him in Reanimator. He's an icon, but uh, it's one of the differences is that he's just the victim, you know, for the most part in From Beyond.
Hmm.
And the premise, I like the premise. It's just so weird and out there. The setup for the is fucking absurd. That it
Huh.
would just never happen. Them taking this mental patient back to this place and like, yeah, okay,
Right.
that's not gonna happen.
We want to
But who cares?
confirm science.
Yeah, like who gives a shit? Get all three of them in the house, and shenanigans ensue. Um, but yeah, also it has that was another one that I have that story of like finding it
Hmm.
at a certain age. I was just late at night in that rocking chair in front of the
Huh.
TV, and I
Okay.
came across the scene where Barbara Crampton dresses up in
All
the
right.
dominatrix outfit,
Yeah.
and um, we'll say that it had long-term effects on certain tastes that I have
Huh.
because I was like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
I'll set the TV remote down. Like,
Yeah. And then I guess in Hastings, you know, I have the Bizarre magazines with the
mm,
latex, and it seems like they were pushing the envelope more and more.
yeah, yeah. What year was From Beyond? 1986. So that's pretty early for for
Hmm.
our age. Um, and it would have been in the 90s when I first came across it on TV because
Right.
I was definitely like right smack dab in the middle of puberty, and then I changed the channel and Barbara Crampton as a dominatrix is on screen. Like that's gonna mess you up. Um,
Yeah.
but and then rewatching it, I do kind of take issue with how they portray just S&M generally in that movie as like this
Yeah.
extreme, shameful, only the wildest perverts would, um, and they shame her for like having an interest in it.
Hmm.
And like, there's the whole scene, this isn't who you are. And it's like, I mean, maybe it is. You don't know.
Hmm.
People can be into stuff, but it's like the house is twisting her and,
Hmm.
um, whatever. But yeah, yeah. Anyway, and then of course the body horror elements. I can't remember the original doctor that like goes into the other dimension, and then when he shows up and he's all
Yeah.
fucking wet puppet, um, and then Jeffrey Combs getting his hair sucked off,
Why
which
not?
is yeah, sure, okay. It's a wild fucking ride, that movie. But yeah, there's my number two.
All right. Cool. Let me pause it. Okay. Uh, sorry, your bald head looked like body horror.
Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I
Oh,
appreciate that.
well, shit. It reminds me of Eraserhead. So I guess that is another honorable mention because
Okay, I can see that. Yeah.
I don't really like it that much. If I'm being honest.
Really? Okay. That surprises me. I figured you would really like Eraserhead.
I I'm just trying to figure out why. I guess I do like. I really like the punchline of the movie. Why it's called
Mm-hmm.
Eraserhead. Like that whole assembly line scene is masterfully done. But I kind of think that's all there needs to be. maybe I'm being too harsh because a lot of that is like mood and atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, it's about it's been a while since I watched it, but like parental anxiety, yeah, I think,
Yes.
right? Like, isn't that kind of the main
Well,
uh,
it is, and
sort
I
of?
think that's where my issue with it is because like I don't have like I guess I'm kind of stupendously arrogant in that I think my sperm is gonna create Superman. Like I don't worry about child deformities. Like that isn't a fear I
Yeah.
have. Like it's
Well, I don't think
more
it's the deformity itself that is really I think that's you know, it's the device
hmm
to showcase like the the parental anxiety thing. Um,
okay.
I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't think it's mainly about the deformity, really. Um, I think it's more of like I guess a metaphor or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's a weird movie with a lot of, I think, kind of metaphor and symbolism and shit that is hard for me to articulate. But
Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of the imagery he uses is based off of maybe like the Wizard of Oz
mm-hmm.
and that similar universe, I guess. At least he's cited it, or he's
Yeah,
really, really into the Wizard of Oz. But
I should watch it again. It's been a long time. It came with
oh,
the
okay,
little. I got the Criterion Collection Blu-ray,
nice.
and it came with this little booklet that I've never actually even opened. I don't think, but I wonder if it gives some insight into that.
He's usually
It's
very, very cryptic and mysterious
yeah,
when it comes to. Although
the meanings of his yeah.
I did well, even the way he makes stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
I think he kind of deflects when people try to like figure out exactly how he did a certain thing, and he
Yeah,
just kind of points back at you and you're like, do your own thing. Like this was
yeah,
just me fucking around in the environment. What I had is what I
mm-hmm.
got. Just play with the tools you have. Like there's nothing stopping you from doing doing
Which
the
I'm
same
sure there's a
thing.
lot of that. There's probably a lot of that in this book. It looks like most of it, because most of the time with these little books,
Yeah.
like I got the one for Rocky Horror
Hmm.
here, and it's yeah, most of the time it's just kind of like a lot of pictures and stuff from the movie.
hmm
Like that's mostly what the book is that came with Rocky Horror, but the one for Eraserhead is like there's not a lot of pictures. Like it's
Oh
a
wow.
book, and it
Huh.
looks like it's an extended interview with uh with David Lynch. So I
Huh.
probably should read this, especially trying to make sense of the movie. But like you said,
hmm
there's not going to be any answers. So
Yeah. But I guess my own fear of parenthood is more
mm-hmm.
um of society. It's like yeah, we've talked about that before.
Yeah, well, it's like the conversation I don't know. You were doodling, so I don't know how much you were listening to us, but
Oh.
uh, the conversation we had very briefly at the bar last week,
Hmm.
uh, where I said that I was kind of not like a full blown antinatalist, but uh, I do think that our period in history right now, I find it morally problematic to bring a life into this world, uh, the, given the state of the world. So
Yeah, and I don't know if that's just a culture shock from like the internet, how it
mm,
has opened up a lot of I guess it's like widened the world view. Like we can just see all the horrible things going on everywhere. Like we
yeah, it's not just that, because
right.
we do have climate change, which our children are going to have to
Well, I mean
contend with even
we've
more than we
had
do.
climate change for hundreds of years, like at least 200
Mm,
years. And like it's been, a constant.
well,
Well, I guess maybe not
since the
well known.
Industrial Revolution, yeah, there's the whole, but no, like anthropogenic climate change
Mm.
is happening, and it's happening faster and faster, and it's going to get worse and worse.
Right.
And you combine that with a worldwide resurgence in fascism, and yeah, I just can't. Uh, I don't think it's a good idea to saddle a younger generation with what's coming. And the only way out of that is just to not have kids. That's
Yeah.
that's my take on it. That's why I don't agree with having children right now.
Yeah, I guess
So
it's like I'm trying to play devil's advocate and doing a really bad job of it.
anyway, where are we at in the list?
um, I got sidetracked because I forgot to mention
Yeah.
Eraserhead.
Are you on your number two or your number one?
Um, I think we're on number one.
Okay.
So this is maybe it's not my favorite, but it's it scarred me enough to make
Oh,
me
okay.
remind myself to rewatch this. So
Mm-hmm.
it's called Taxidermia.
Okay. Sounds already like body horror.
Well, it's three movies in one, um, or three stories in one
Set over
movie.
3 generations.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, there you go. But yeah, a lot. The one I remember. Well, there's two I remember, and then I forget the second one. But like there's this uh Olympic food eating contest where they're eating
Uh,
like a giant cube of fat, and it is just the most disgusting.
I don't like that.
Yeah, it's really really gross.
Yeah, that
Um
sounds
and I think
pretty
the
grotesque.
the winner chokes to death or something.
Mm.
Um but I guess if it's three generations, like somehow he has kids. I don't know. But like the final guy, he's like a taxidermist and he makes his ultimate artwork of preserving a body, and it's fucking traumatizing shit. So I
Was it like show the process or something?
it does.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a what are those, I want to say Rubik's cube. What? No, the little
Rube
gold.
Goldberg.
Yes, there you go. The yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that, and it looks beautiful. And
Okay.
but
Yeah.
yeah,
So like
it's
that blending of beauty with the grotesque.
mhm.
You know.
Yeah. Although,
Okay.
yeah, I really love artwork like that. So,
I do too. Depending. I usually can appreciate artwork like that, and
but
sometimes I
yeah,
love it.
the movie is very very gross and very
Yeah, it
very
sounds like
beautiful.
it.
So,
Hmm.
but yeah,
Okay.
it's like I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah.
And since I don't remember much of it, it's not a whole lot to talk about.
Gotcha. Yeah, it definitely sounds like an experience. When did you see it? It said it came out in 2006.
Let's see. Man, did I? It's like I maybe I watched it on Netflix. So I want to say 15 years ago. It's been a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to say like 2008, somewhere around there, give or take 2 years.
Okay. Well, I actually don't know if I have much to say about my number one either, because this has been my number one on another list. And I mean, I had to be on, I kind of wanted to leave it off the list because
Mhm.
it's going to be my number one a lot of times, because it's probably my favorite horror movie. And that's the
No, you.
thing.
Oh, okay. You're cutting out right at
Oh,
the.
was I?
Yeah, it's like perfect timing.
The thing.
Okay. I
Yeah.
I didn't think we talked about that in detail too much, but like what other
Did we
one?
not? I may have been putting it off for different lists because did we do like just overall horror movies? We did, didn't we?
I
Like
think
top
so.
three. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be my number one for that. Um,
Okay. I'll have
it's
to
usually my
check.
number one pick.
It's like
But it is
yeah, when I
kind
post
of like
oh,
when you what?
when I post these videos on YouTube, it's like
Mm-hmm.
I used to put the movies we pick in there,
All right.
and then I didn't for some reason to have it more mysterious.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Um,
I think. Oh shit. What was I gonna add? Man, now I'm blanking.
it'll come back to you.
Yeah, I hope so.
Um, yeah, it's kind of like The Fly in that I consider it sort of the quintessential body horror film. Um, I would say The Fly is more so like this is a body horror film than The Thing, just because The Thing focuses a little bit more on the paranoia,
Hmm.
um, and also there's that factor that I talked about with one of the other movies. I can't remember which one, but the characters. Oh, Invasion of the Body Snatchers is very similar
Mm.
in that the once you're infected, for the most part, I don't think you're aware of what's happening to you, and then you're just gone. So, mm, you know,
Mm-hmm.
but the whole like selling point, I guess, of the movie is these wild body horror practical effects
Yeah.
that are just, you know, fucking iconic. And I do wish that they made the sequel in like 2012 or so.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was disappointing. I think it would have been pretty good
I thought
if they.
technically it's a prequel, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's a prequel. It follows the Norwegian camp and what happens there. But I just wish that they had stuck with the practical effects, because if
Yeah,
that movie had
you would
come
have
out,
thought, like, for
yeah,
that money, it wouldn't have been that hard to set that up, but I don't know.
no, and it's a prequel to a movie that is known specifically for its practical effects.
Right, that's like a
Like,
selling point.
yeah, it's a selling point. It's a showcase of practical effects. It would have been really cool to see a movie come out, especially in that time where people were starting to really complain about CGI.
Well, didn't Slither come
And
out? Like, I thought that was a selling point for that too.
you know, maybe I don't remember
Didn't he
what year
use
Slither was.
practical effects on that?
Um,
I thought it
yeah,
was
there's
like
some practical,
2011, I want
some
to
really
say.
fun practical effects in Slither, and it's mostly the body horror scenes. But there's also, I think they blend a lot of CGI with practical
Well,
in
I mean,
Slither.
you use
But
CGI everywhere. I mean, like,
yeah, you do. Yeah.
Irreversible has
Hmm.
tons of CGI, but you wouldn't
Yeah.
think that it did.
Yeah. But it's not like it's not in your face CGI. It's used to
Right, it's used
um,
to accentuate.
enhance the,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, but even something like the original Jurassic Park that mixed practical and CGI, they did a good enough job that you can notice certain parts now, but for the most part, it still holds up because they knew the limitations of what they were, like, they understood the limitations. Like, this isn't going to look great if we do
Yeah.
it this way. So let's work within the limits that we have. Um, and then the Thing prequel, like, it just, it looked bad within a year. It also, it's going to look bad too, because I think, if I remember correctly, they kind of, it was originally supposed to be all practical, and then,
Hmm.
so that's, people were kind of expecting that, and then probably studio interference or something made them just go the CGI route, and it just doesn't look great,
Yeah. It's like,
which is unfortunate.
well, I mean, it's like I don't even
Um,
have interest in it. It's like it
yeah.
just totally
Well, it's,
diffuses all my. Uh,
mm-hmm. There are moments in that movie too that I find on paper to be scarier than certain moments in the thing. Like, the Thing is more of a slow burn. You have the
mhm.
balls to the wall scary moments, with the defibrillator scene and and stuff like that, where they're like facing off with the creature. But there's one particular scene in the prequel that I find really, really disturbing and really upsetting and horrific, but they use CGI, so it just doesn't quite work
Well, I
because,
know, like Silent Hill is very much like that. It's like
yeah,
you're watching it and you're going, "Oh my God, that's horrible," and it looks so silly.
yeah, yeah. And don't get me wrong, it doesn't look like, there's certain, some scenes look better than others. There's the scene where the guy's face splits in the helicopter,
Mhm.
and it just looks really bad. But then the scene that I'm referring to, that I find the scariest moment in the film, is when one of the really likable characters gets absorbed in real time and he's like screaming and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I mean, that's, it's really, really a horrific thing to consider, you know. And he's like aware the whole time. It's like his face is getting, and
Mm.
but it just, the effects just don't quite get there, so it undermines how disturbing that moment really could have been.
Kills the mood.
Yeah, yeah, a little bit, because you're kind of like, okay, but this is a lot of CGI. Like, yeah. Anyway, it's funny. My number one is The Thing, and I mostly talked about the prequel.
Well, we, we've already talked about the other one, so
We have, yeah. To give the prequel credit, though, there are things that I think it deserves a lot of credit for.
okay.
And I do like the set design, I thought was perfect because they went back to one scene in the original
Hmm.
where they're investigating the Norwegian camp, and you see certain, a couple of dead bodies or whatever, and certain, like an axe in a wall and stuff like that. And they rebuilt that set, you know, to not be destroyed. And throughout the movie, you see those events and you can see why they found this the way they found it. And they just recreated the crime scene, which is
Hmm.
pretty cool. I thought that was neat, and they did a really good job with that. So
Yeah, yeah.
anyway,
I
I
don't
guess
know
that's my
because
list.
well, I know the like was it Hellraiser or no, no, not Hellraiser, but I guess ah, whatever. It's a entirely different conversation. I think I was thinking of the Freddy Krueger, like the
Hmm.
how those movies play out, and if you have a sequel that can be completely off the rails, like
Yeah,
it gives the director a lot of freedom to just
sure.
explore wild places. But
Nightmare on Elm Street does have a lot of body horror in it. It's not just a straightforward slasher like say Friday the 13th. I
uh,
mean, there's because in the dream world he fucks with his victims, and there's body horror elements like when he marionettes the guy using his veins. You know.
yeah, yeah, I guess that's man. We didn't even honorably mention that. Whoops.
Well, I wouldn't say they're overall body horror. It's like some of the body horror happens
Hmm.
just as him being sadistic, and it's not really the focus, I guess.
Yeah, and then it is all a dream. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
so that makes it all kind of not real. But I don't know.
Well, that's the point. The point is that the dream becomes real for the person. Like they do die,
Oh,
and they get dragged across the sea. It's like the dream is its own realm that is somehow spilling into ours, and the bridge is this fucking weirdo with knife fingers.
yeah, a little pedophile burn victim.
Yeah, yeah. Which is
Crap,
that's
can I say
another
that word?
interesting
Shit.
thing. I don't think we can.
Ah, well.
Yeah. Oh well. I mean, we're not monetizing this anyway, so.
Yeah, I don't
But
think it's possible.
well,
But
even the movies avoid saying that outright. They call him a child killer, but they never actually overtly say it. They might in one or two sequels, maybe at some point. There's a lot of those movies, but
I don't know,
overall, I don't. I think
because
they
it's
kind of
like
avoid using
I
that
guess
phrase.
this is like an issue nowadays
Mm-hmm.
of like everything's on Netflix and they just fucking change movies George Lucas style, like just 'cause they can. And yeah, I think that's terrifying, but it's like nothing's
Yeah.
concrete, everything's always changing. But anyway, we should probably wrap this up and talk about next week.
Yep.
Or
I think it's been a long one. So.
yeah, I was wondering we could probably do another episode about this, but um that's good enough for now.
Hmm.
Let's see. So where is the list? Oh, I guess I can't edit this, huh? Um Does it? It's your pick, right?
I I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure I picked this.
Okay. Um, we could do the Coen Brothers.
Man, why not?
All right,
They're
Coen
fresh,
Brothers.
fresh in my mind.
Yeah. Let me write that down because
And
I will forget.
I did rewatch. Is it Blood Simple?
Yeah,
So yeah,
with
yeah. It's
Francis
like
McDormand.
yeah. Once I watched it, I was like, yeah, I remember watching it with you. So,
Yeah. Um, I even remember. So I never owned that movie, but I had it on VHS.
oh, okay.
Um, did
Wait,
you ever have Mr. Irwin for English?
I did not. I had the
Okay.
Well, shit. I was gonna describe her, and that's probably a bad idea. The fat, short.
Oh, yeah.
I forget her
Gillis?
name.
Was it Gillis?
I don't know.
Mm. Yeah, I had her the year before. I had Irwin, and I hated her. And the one that I had before that was the one across the hall, the really crazy one. I can't remember her name. She would always play loud
Play what?
music to the hallway.
I had Miss Johnston, I think, for senior
Uh,
year.
I never had her,
She
but
was old and quiet and baked cookies.
that sounds more pleasant than the other two that I had. But
Well, I
Mr. Irwin
remember
was one of the
she
best.
gave me this giant jar of cookies, and Nadia was like, "Is your teacher hitting on you?" I wouldn't be
That's funny.
surprised, but
Yeah.
she.
Yeah, it was the '90s. There was some dark shit that happened with those teachers, but
Well, I mean, yeah, I just
anyway,
threw them all away.
oh yeah, didn't want to get drugged. Uh, anyway, Mr. Irwin like tried to, I guess he was one of the best teachers I ever had. He tried to like encourage like my writing,
Mm,
and at the time I was on like a screenplay kick. I wanted to write screenplays,
mhm,
and he would like I would come up with ideas and he would read them and give me his thoughts and critiques,
mm.
and then he started just lending me movies that I hadn't heard of,
Ah.
and Blood Simple was one of them.
Mhm. Oh, okay.
uh
I thought you got that from like
yeah,
Blockbuster or something.
no, I actually got it from Mr. Irwin, and
Cool.
he let me borrow his copy of Blood Simple, and that's I watched it, and then you and I watched it, and then I gave it back to him. So yeah. Anyway,
Okay, I'll stop right there.
all right.